your most comfortable position, your mat. Start to really settle into your body, start to relax. Finding somewhere to arrive that can just allow you to let go for a few minutes. Just let the eyes close, the eyelids soften. Notice that, bring the attention right over to the breath. Just start to feel your inhale and your exhale. And start to make a practice out of this. Anytime the mind wanders, if you're ever not sure where to bring it, just bring it back to noticing your breath. And as you're tuned into that breath, make some adjustments with the body. So making sure we're sitting up tall. We want it to be not too stiff. I want to find some softness, but also engagement. So lengthen the spine, the shoulders, lift up towards the ears, and then relax back. The hands rest somewhere on the knees, maybe the legs. Slight tuck of the chin, a little engagement of the belly. Really exhale completely here with your next breath. Just really empty out. Find our full yogic breath. Inhale to the bottom of the belly. And then the middle of the belly, letting the rib cage expand. And then the chest lifts. So 3-part breath, holding to the top for a moment. We'll sigh that out in reverse. So release from the top of the chest, and then the middle, and the lower belly, holding the belly button in to empty out completely. And taking that 3-part visualization again, inhale to the lower belly, middle, upper chest, and pause. Sigh it out, releasing through the lungs, the ribs, belly, pausing, empty. And again, inhale all the way down, bottom of the belly, ribs expand, and then the lungs expand, chest lifts. Sigh it out in reverse. 3 parts. Empty it completely, arriving at the bottom of the breath. We'll inhale together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll hold. Through the nose, release. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause. And then continue on your own. Maybe sticking with that 5 count or coming to another pattern that works for you. Just bringing up all of our focus to evening out this breath, evening out the nervous system. Just really being present here, no matter how hard it feels to do that sometimes. Bringing ourselves back to this moment. Shifting our awareness over to the mind, we will start to set the intention. So where do you want your mind to be for the next hour? What is the intention that you want to have? Maybe it's thinking about what brought you to your mat. Maybe it's just a place of gratitude. Something simple we can feel good about. As you breathe, we'll breathe our intention into mind. Slowly blink the eyes open, let the arms reach overhead, let the palms touch, sitting up nice and tall. And then exhale, let the hands come to the knees, the chin to chest, roll around. Inhale to lift, reach. Exhale, hands to knees, round. One more time like that. Deep breath. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, hands to knees, round the spine, pull the belly in. Inhale, arms reach up, last time super tall. And then exhale, your child's pose, reaching forward, rolling over the shins, knees wide, toes together. Walk the hands forward as the hips start to pull back over the heels and the spine lengthens. You crawl the fingertips forward, and the forehead comes to the mat. You can find a little rock side to side. Inhale, as you press into the fingertips, walk them over to the right. Settle back down, side body stretch, hips stay over the heels. Feel the ribs expand, and relax. Inhale, press into the hands, walk them over to the other side. Settle in. Inhale to lift, come back to center, pause here. Inhale and expand the upper back. Exhale, release. Inhale to table, shoulders land right over the wrists. Kind of long spine, and we'll start to warm up with some cat and cows. Belly drops. Inhale, look up. Exhale, press the mat away, round the spine. Start to move with your breath, just like this. Belly drops. Inhale, look up. Exhale to round. Belly hugs in. Move at your own pace. Maybe a subtle movement. Maybe staying in one spot for a little longer if that feels good. And feel free to bring in any other movements that feel good here. Start to settle in stillness, back in your table. Pull the belly in, lengthen through the spine. We'll find a diagonal balance here. The right leg will extend, flex the toes down, pull the belly back in, and then let the opposite arm float up. Left arm, thumb faces the sky. Just stay here for a moment. Pressing the hand that's in the mat. Really press down, lift out of the shoulder. Just gonna hold. We're gonna have just one time. Knee to the elbow, make it very mindful. Slow movement, pull everything up through center. And then get very long, moving slow, extending from the heel to the fingertips. Let it come down, hand and knee. Shift to the other side, so make sure the back is nice and long and flat. And then the left leg will press back, and the right arm will lift. Thumb faces the sky. Noticing the left hand, press it into the mat. Pausing here, feel some strength building. A slow, mindful round. Knee and elbow come together. The belly hugs back. Inhale, extend, pause, release. Both hands and knees come down. Take a cat and cow, and then in your own time, we'll make our way to down dog. So go ahead and curl the toes under. Press through the fingertips and the heel of the hand. The ears make their way in between the biceps, and you might start to bend into one knee then the other. Softening through the backs of the legs. Lifting the hips. You can feel nice to inhale, lifting the heels, and exhale to press them down. Warming up through the ankles, through the arches of the feet. the heels lift. We'll inhale here. Exhale, bend the knees, let the shins hover over the mat as we look forward, and then walk the feet, the hands folding at the top of the mat. Take a ragdoll, opposite elbows into the hands, belly rest on the thighs, deep bend in the knees, take a little sway side to side. And release the bind on the elbows, the hands come down. Heel toe the feet to hips distance if they've gotten wide, and then take a half lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale to standing, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center, relax the shoulders. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Release. Inhale to standing, arms reach overhead. Exhale, cactus arms, open up through the chest. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands plant, feet step back, high plank. From here, just press the hips to down dog, measuring the distance between the hands and the feet. And then inhale back to your high plank. You can stay on the toes or release the knees down. Your chaturanga comes next. Elbows hug back, shift forward and down. Inhale, cobra, open the chest. Exhale, let it go. One more time. Inhale, cobra. Lift up out of the lower back. And then float back down. Curl the toes. You lift your table or plank. Nice strong body. Come up and back, down dog. Right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Press that heel behind you. You can stay here or maybe bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale, square the hip, lengthen the leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose, pause. Right foot plants between the hands. Back knee releases, low Anjaneyasana. Fingertips up. Lift through the chest. Release the hands behind you. Maybe bind as you interlace the fingers. Open up through the chest. Really press through that front foot. Notice if you want to widen the foot on the mat. We're going to humble down in this Anjaneyasana. So start to come forward. The right shoulder might come to the inside of the right knee. Inhale, come back up. Arms reach overhead. Exhale, hands down, hips go back, lengthen through the front leg. Let the toes curl towards the face. Breathe into the hamstring, into the calf. And exhale, plant the foot down, hands plant, curl the back toes to lift the knee. And then left foot meets right, hold at the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hold. Inhale to standing, arms reach. Exhale, hands to heart center. Chair pose, inhale, fingertips reach up, hips go back, sit down low. You can squeeze the knees together. Feet are at least hips distance, or maybe they're touching, toes together, a little space between the heels. Let it go, fold, hips high. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, flow back. Feet step behind you, high plank. Find your high to low push-up on knees or toes. Inhale, your cobra, maybe your up dog, lifting the hips and legs. Exhale, down dog, the hips come back. Take a deep breath in your down dog. Exhale. Inhale, left leg lifts long. Again, your three-legged dog, maybe going a little further, bending the knee, open the hip. Keep the shoulders square to the top of the mat. Inhale to square, lengthen the leg, and then exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Hold it for just a moment. Runner's lunge, take the left foot down. Back knee releases, fingertips float up. Notice if you want to adjust anything with the feet, so that you can feel stable through the lower body. Keep pressing that front foot into the mat, and then release the hands behind you, finding the bind. Take a moment to open up the chest first. It's okay if the fingers don't interlace. You could just reach the arms behind you, maybe grab for some part of your clothing. And we'll humble this down. Left shoulder starts to come forward. Maybe it just comes above the knee, maybe to the inside. The hand clasp could move up and back behind you. Inhale, come back up, arms reach overhead, deep breath. Exhale, hands down, straighten the front leg as the toes curl back towards the face. Inhale to come forward, curl the back toes, lift the knee, left foot meets right. We'll find an optional flow, all landing back in down dog. You could always skip this and just let the hips come back. Inhale, look forward, feet to the hands, hold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, lower. Soften the knees, press through the feet, come to standing. Arms reach overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach. And a tall twist, right arm forward, left arm back. Keep pressing the hips towards the front of your space. Inhale, reach. Exhale, other side. Inhale, come back up to center. Sit the hips back in your chair. We scoop the belly in, try to open the chest. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, float down. Inhale. Exhale, runner's lunge, left leg back. So try to keep that right knee right over the ankle. That's 90-degree bend. Left hand stays put, right arm to the sky. Pull the belly in, lengthen the spine. Keep the back leg strong as you twist. Release the top arm down. We're going to land in a side plank, so right leg's going to sweep back by the left, the right arm to the sky. You could take a variation, letting the left knee come down, or maybe you lift the right leg. Keep pressing the hips up. Take a deep breath. Exhale to release. Top arm comes down. Turn towards the mat. We find our flow. High to low push-up on knees or toes. Inhale your clover, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg long. Exhale to warrior one. Knee to nose. Plant the foot between the hands. Back heel spins. Fingertips float forward and up. So the back heel spins down, so the heel's flat on the mat. You're going to feel a little twist in the waist. Keep thinking about pulling the right hip back, left hip forward, shoulders square to the front of the mat. Inhale, warrior two. Spin the front palm up and overhead. Exhale, hands to the inside of that front foot and straighten the front leg. Just go back. Curl the toes back towards the face, stretching through the back of that front leg. Inhale, bend into the front knee. Left foot meets right. Sit low, chair pose. Hands to heart center right here. Left elbow crosses one or both knees. Your chair twist. Keep sitting the hips back, squeezing the inner thighs together. Find that deep breath. Inhale through center. Deep breath, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Plant the hands and right foot steps back. Runner's lunge. Find good alignment here. So again, knee over the ankle. Pull the shoulder blades back. Notice if the shoulders are struggling up out of ears. This is a nice place to have blocks. The ground feels far away. Right hand down, left arm to the sky. We twist. Slow release. Top arm comes down. You're going to spin that back weight edge of the foot down so you can sweep the left leg back to your side plank. Left arm to the sky. And then you notice if you want to stagger the feet, stack them. Release the bottom knee. Keep lifting the hips, pressing the right hand into the mat. Top arm floats down. Optional flow. You can go right to your down dog or take your high to push up your vinyasa flow. Inhale. Open the chest. Exhale. Pressing the hips up and back. Inhale. Left leg lifts long. Exhale. Your warrior one. Hug the knee to the nose. Plant the foot. Spin the back heel. Fingertips float forward and up. Take a moment right here to really find your breath, find your alignment. Pull the left hip back, right hip forward. We'll open warrior two. Spin the front palm, reach up and overhead. Exhale, release the hands to the inside of the front leg. Back heel spins up and then straighten and stretch through that front leg with the toes roll towards the face. Slowly release forward. Right foot meets left, sitting low into your chair. Bring your head. And then your twist. Hands come through, heart center, relax the shoulders, and then right elbow crosses one or both knees. Pressing the palms together behind you. Sitting the hips low. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach the arms overhead. Exhale, open the arms, cactus arms. Relax the shoulders here. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back, your high plank. From here, we'll lower all the way down and pause. Legs are nice and long, fingertips crawl off the mat to either side, elbows point to the sky. Inhale, root down through the hips and then lift the chest. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift again. Exhale, right ear, right shoulder, dip down, look over to the left. Inhale, come up through center, and then exhale to the other side. Inhale, reach all the way up here through the chest, through center, and exhale to release. Hands are going to come right under the shoulders again. Curl the toes. You can press through your table or through a plank, down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts long. Press through the heel and then bend the knee, open the hip. There's a little more space here. If you have a little further to go, you might want to flip your dog, letting the right foot get super heavy and land on the mat behind you, right onto the sky. Otherwise, you can stay right where you are. You could let the hips dip down for a moment, and then press the hips up, spin back to your downward facing dog. Right leg to the sky. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, come forward. Inhale, extend. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Bring it across the body. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose, pause here. Plant the right foot right next to the right hand. Lift the left arm to the sky as you spin that back heel down. So we're not, the right hand's right by the right foot. Yeah, so we're just open here. We're like a really deep side angle. Press through the right foot. We're going to press up to our warrior two. Arms are open. Spin the front palm, reach up and overhead, reverse. Exhale, forearm to thigh, your side angle. Left arm reaching towards the space in front of you. Inhale, both arms reach up overhead. Turn the belly towards the long edge of the mat. And then fingertips reach the outer corners of your space, your 5-point star. Toes are out, heels are in. Sit down into your goddess pose. Lengthen the tailbone down, chest is open, elbows bend like cactus arms, palms face forward. Inhale, reach up again, lengthen. Exhale, goddess. From here, bring the hands to the back of the head, elbows wide. Feel like a nice opening through the chest, or you might notice a little tension here. Taking some movement. Right elbow starts to move down towards the right knee. The side body crunch. If it doesn't touch, that's okay. Inhale through center, and then slowly to the other side. Inhale, come back up. Release the arms to either corners and find your 5-pointed star, straightening the legs. Exhale, hands lying behind you, toes in now, heels out, legs are straight. We'll find our wide-legged forward fold, hinges over the hips. Keep taking the bind, feel free to release it right here. Inhale for a half lift. Bend into your right leg. Start to walk the hands towards the front of the mat. You bring your right foot right in between both hands. Inhale up to your crescent lunge. So you're on the ball of the back foot this time. Fingertips float to the sky. So getting really solid through the right foot. Get light through the back knee as you let that left knee lower all the way to the mat. Press back up. One more time. Actually, 2 more times. So I slow lower and a lift. Now last time. Slow lower. Inhale, lift. Start to reach the arms forward as you hover over that front leg. Slowly moving into your warrior 3. The back leg floats off the mat. Body's long and straight like a stick. Fingertips reaching forward. The heels pressing behind you. Hips are square. We're going to really test our balance. Pressing into the front foot. Left knee is going to come forward. Hip height. Pull the belly and lift the chest here. We won't be here for a minute and a moment. I tried to merge those words. Flow back to your warrior 3. Press the heel behind you. It's okay if you have to stop on the mat on the way. Just working these muscles, these balancing muscles. Come back to your crescent. Left foot comes down, fingertips to the sky. Exhale, hands to the hips, straighten the front leg. Back foot comes in. Prepare for your pyramid pose. Hips are square. Legs are close enough so the legs can be long and straight. And then start to reach through the crown of the head, lengthen the spine forward, and fold over that front leg. Again, if you have blocks, it's a great place. If you have blocks, especially if you have long legs. My legs are short, so the ground's never too far away. Think about squaring the hips. Give it a little softness in the front knee. You might bring more of a bend in the back knee. Inhale, Inhale, half lift, bend into the front knee so you can plant the hands. Step the left foot back behind you. Right foot will meet it. High plank. Let's bring the knees wide. Take a child's pose. Toes together. Just releasing anything that's trapped up in the back. Maybe stop to grab some water. Taking a little release here. Child's pose is always our resting pose. You can always come right to this pose anytime you need it, whether I shoot or not. Start to inhale to lift, curl the toes, hips lift up and back, down dog. Left leg to the sky, take your three-legged dog, bending the knee, the hips open and staff. Shoulders are square to that short edge of the mat. And you can see right here, if you took a flip dog on the other side, let the left foot get really heavy, climbs the mat, left arm to the sky. That might feel nice, otherwise you might want to stay right where you are. If you're in your flip dog, just lower just a moment and then lift back up like a bridge or a funky wheel. And then we'll come back. Left arm stands on the mat, left foot reaches to the sky. Expand the breath here. Inhale. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, expand. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, expand. Exhale, need a nose pause for just a moment. And then plant the foot down, left foot right by the left hand. Back heel spins, right arm to the sky, so we're opening up. And then press through that front foot, come to your warrior two. So really opening up to the chest. Relax the shoulders down, and then spin the front palm, open reverse, or lift up and reverse rather. Inhale through center, exhale side angle, right arm reaching towards the front of the room. Inhale, both arms reach up and overhead this time. The legs straighten as you turn towards the long edge of the mat. Toes out, heels in. And then the hands should reach towards opposite corners. So you're just really expanding your energy, reaching left and right. In every direction, preparing for our goddess pose. Really lengthen the spine as you sink down to the knees, bend the elbows. Think about pressing the knees back behind you gently. Inhale, reach up, lifting out of this. Pull the belly in as you lower, relax into your goddess. Building strength throughout the joints and the ankles and the knees. Engaging through the pelvic floor. And then bring the hands to the back of the head, opening up the chest again. Maybe there's a little more space this time. Maybe noticing how little we do to open up the space. Left elbow to the left knee. Inhale through center. Exhale other side. Inhale back to center. Pause for a moment. Press through the heels, come all the way up. Arms reach. And then release behind you. You'll be working on opening up to the chest. You can interlace the fingers. You start to dial the toes in. We'll take our wide-legged forward fold again. Starting to hinge the hips. And if the bind feels nice, you can hang on to it. If it doesn't feel good, let it go. It's all about doing what feels good in your body. Anything I say is really a suggestion. If there's something else that works better for you, then feel free to go ahead and take it. So whenever you're ready to release that bind, you let the hands maybe walk behind you, or maybe they grab the outsides of the ankles or the legs. Allowing the head to relax. You can really bring the crown of the head down towards the mat, and then Release as you shake the head no. And nod the head yes. Nice and softness. And after you could really just release anything you don't need, right? Off your back here. Inhale, half lift. Bend into that left knee. Have to walk the hands around in front, framing the left foot with the hands. Letting the back heel come up so you're in the ball of the back foot. Belly hugs in. And we'll lift the fingertips forward, hovering over that front leg for just a moment. And then lifting your crescent lunge. So feeling solid through the feet here. Notice if you need to widen that left foot on the mat at all. And then we'll take that movement, lowering the back knee down, letting it touch the mat for a moment, and then lift up. 2 more times. You can do it in your own breath. Really building strength here, the lower body, pausing back in your crescent lunge. Fingertips reach forward. This time, let them drop down towards the mat and pull back behind you. Open the chest, shoulder blades come together. And then pour the weight to the left foot. Your warrior 3 variation, airplane pose. Back heel lifts. Pulling the belly in. We'll find that movement. Really pressing through the left foot. Take your time. Right knee's going to come forward as we work on coming to standing, arms overhead. Nice slow mindful movement. Pausing just a moment. And then releasing back to your warrior 3. This time if you like the hands forward, you can keep them forward. If you like them behind you, you can reach them back. And then slowly to your crescent lunge. Back heel come to the mat, fingertips overhead. Hands to the hips, straighten the front leg. Prepare for your pyramid, your Parsva-Uttanasana. Hips are square, legs are long and straight. And then you'll lift up out of the waist, lengthen the spine as the crown of the head reaches forward. And slowly release down over that front leg. Bring the hands down to the mat. Maybe they're on blocks. Maybe the back knee could be very bent to give you a little more space through the front leg. Inhale as you look forward, take a half lift, bend into that front knee, and step the left foot to the outside of the mat. The hands are going to be right in the center, and then the right foot will go to the outside of the right side of your mat, and we'll find our Malasana squat. The hips come down. Maybe you're sitting on a block, maybe you're sitting all the way down if this doesn't feel good on your hips or knees. Wherever you are, try to think about keeping a lift through the chest, engagement through the belly. If the heels make it to the mat, really press through the heels, so you're still engaged. You might want to close the eyes and bring your mind back to the intention, or maybe even just bring some awareness to where the mind is gone. Steady the breath. With the eyes open, reach the arms forward. With your next inhale, take your time coming all the way up. Think about lifting through the chest, like the heart could lift you all the way up to the sky, arms reach. Exhale, hands down by your sides. Bring your feet to hips distance, Tadasana. Work on on one more balancing pose before we bring it all down. So we'll start to work on our tree. Bring all the weight over to the left leg. Imagine the left leg nice and solid and strong, like you're growing roots from the left foot all the way into your mat, so you're super sturdy and the chest is lifting. And then for your tree, you let the right knee open up, right hips opening. You can stay right here with the foot right on the heel, or on the ankle, the heel's on the ankle. Maybe moves to the calf. The body's long and straight, chest lifting. Maybe you have further to go and the foot makes it all the way up to your thigh. Just make sure you're not pressing anywhere on the knee joint. You want to either be below or above the knee. Hands can move into heart center at any time. Pull the belly in, keep lifting the chest. Fingertips could reach up and overhead. Find a steady gaze point, focus the eyes. And then feel your inhale, your exhale. Slowly, we'll start to point the right knee forward and then stay right here, or maybe you'll extend the legs, pressing the right heel towards the front of the mat. And slow movement towards your warrior three, right leg sweeps back to reach the arms back. Finding our nice mindful movement. Come back the way you came in. Maybe you can come back through your tree pose. Challenging yourself, arms overhead, knee opens wide. And release. Put down, shake everything out. Pulling the shoulders back. Getting ready to do it on the other side. Really start with your eyes. Start to focus. Something that's not moving. One small point. Sometimes I find the smaller the point, you can kind of get a greater focus. And move into your balance in your own time. So right leg's strong, foot is pressing into the mat, chest lifting. When you find your variation on the side, right foot is landing somewhere, either above or below the knee, never on the knee. Too much pressure on that joint. Let the hands come anywhere that helps you in your pose. Maybe they're at heart center, maybe they're reaching up overhead. Maybe they're out to the sides, if that feels good. Think about as the left foot's pressing against the inner thigh or anywhere on the leg's pressing back. So there's a strong connection of energy. And then the knee points forward. You could stay right here with the bent knee or extend through the leg. And then slowly move into your balance, warrior three. And any variation with your arms that feels good. Pausing for just a moment here. Pressing through the right foot to come back, sweeping through your tree pose. And then release. Left foot and right foot will each point outward at the corners of the mat. Feet wide again. Reach the arms forward. We'll sink back to our Malasana. Knees out. Hands to heart center. Feel free to stay right here. Come to your child's pose. If you'd like to come to crow or work on your crow, take a few moments to work on your crow if that's in your practice. You can guide you into your crow. Bring your hands to shoulders distance at first, and then bring the feet together so the big toes would touch. So as the big toes touch, the hips will lift to knee height. So there's space here to now bring one knee and then the other to the outsides of the shoulders or the upper arms. There's a strong energetic connection between the upper arms and the shins. And then you'll inhale, always look forward and not pulling the belly in. And just lean forward. And then maybe one foot lifts and then the other, the feet lifting into the hips. Pressing the hands into the mat, pressing the upper back to the sky. Might just work on a shift forward and back. Take as much time as you like, a few moments. We'll all come to our child's pose. When you're ready. Whenever you're ready to finish working on what you're working on. Start to soften through the body. Allow the breath to soften and flow. Inhale as you look forward, extend the body long on the mat, extending the legs, reaching the arms back behind you, palms can face down towards the mat, really ground through the hips. Right where you are, we'll inhale to pull the shoulders back as you lift the chest, using our locust, pointing through the toes to extend the legs until the feet lift off the mat. Showing engagement through the muscle line in the back of the body. Here, reach the arms forward. And like goddess arms, pull the elbows back. Pause for a moment. Right ear to the mat, let the arms come back and rest. Inhale, lift the gaze towards the front of the room. Arms are right by your sides again. We'll lift back into our locust. Inhale, shoulders peel up. Then feet, the legs can lift. Fingertips are reaching behind you. Hips are grounded, the belly's hugged in. And then reach the arms forward again. Stretching out the fingertips to toes. Hug the elbows back, goddess arms. Pausing. Maybe there's a little lift. Exhale, left ear to the mat. Settle everything down, arms by your side. Take one more back bend. You could take just a traditional locust, or if you have a bow in your practice, you can take a bow. So you can take the locust we just took. If you have a bow in your practice, then bend into the knees. Reach for the tops of the feet. And then as you inhale, press the feet, the hands to the feet. So either one of those back bends that you just took, or any other back bend that you might like. If you're in the bow, just notice if you're tensing through the chest or shoulders. Try to let go. Try to soften. And feel the breath as maybe there's a little rock forward and back. Slowly release. The hands come right under the forehead, and then you can let the feet sway side to side. Loosening up through the back. And then just allowing the feet to zigzag all the way down. From here, we're going to come to the forearms. So bring the forearms to the mat, fingertips facing forward. So pausing the sphinx right here. About pulling the chest forward. Fingers spread wide. From here, curl the toes. Pull the belly in, lift the hips, your forearm plank. Now you're pressing upper back towards the sky. For just a moment, let the right knee hover. And then the left knee will hover. Lift the left knee, both knees might hover. Back to forearm plank, legs are strong. Lift to your right hand and your left. Hips come back, down dog. Pedal through the feet. right leg lifts long behind you. We'll come to our pigeon, knee to the right, toes to the left, flex the foot, left leg extends long behind you. This is a nice pose if you have a block. Bring it right under the right hip, give you a little more space. If you find that this doesn't feel very good in your body, you can come to your back, figure 4. If you're in your pigeon, just make sure you're not feeling any pain. You might stay upright. If you have further to go, you can slowly lower onto the forearms. Maybe the forehead relaxed on the back fit. So you should only be feeling this in the outer right hip. Just be careful of your joints. So breathing in that tightness. Inhale, we'll press back up. Hands plant, curl the back toes. Then the right leg will lift back up. Down dog, pedal through the legs. Then we'll switch sides. Left leg long. Exhale, knee to the left. Flex the toes. Toes go to the right. Back leg extends. We come to pigeon on the other side. Maybe you notice this side feels different. Maybe this side would like a figure 4 on the back. Take your time, settling in. Just your awareness. It's going to take space in our body. There's a tendency to feel a lot of emotions once we start getting into the hips. These tight spaces we don't usually access. Inhale, roll left. Start to shift onto the left hip so you can sweep the right leg forward. Mix and both legs long in front of you. Dandasana, staff pose. Lengthen through the legs. The feet flex. Reach the arms overhead. Finding a lift through the spine, the chest, and then flow forward. Your Paschimottanasana. Travel leg forward fold. Inhale, we'll lift back up, and then pull the belly in as you lower all the way to the mat. Reach the arms overhead, full body stretch, fingertips to toes. Exhale, knees hug in, find a rock side to side. And then let the knees fall to one side, arms release like a T. Letting the hips find their way to the center of the mat. Inhale, lift the knees, and then release them to the other side. Inhale to your back. Finding another rock side to side as you pull the knees in. And just pause in stillness. Hugging into the body right here. Take your deepest breath, hold it, and create some tension as you squeeze every muscle. With an exhale, really let go, sigh it out. Everything relaxes on the mat. Your resting pose, your most comfortable position, whatever that means for you. Find a release through the forehead. Bring some softness into the jaw. Relax through the eyelids. Find a release through the entire body. Just allowing yourself a few moments of stillness to balance out this physical activity. Come back to balance. Your Shavasana. Start to deepen the breath. Some movement, stepping the fingertips, the toes. Allowing those movements and the breath to grow. So your awareness comes back into the space. You might start to reach the arms overhead. And inhale into that full body stretch again. Expanding the chest. And then exhaling to pull the knees in. Rocking side to side. Eventually landing on one side when you're taking your mat for just a few moments, bring your awareness to this present moment. Just feeling the differences in your body that you feel here compared to when you first started. Just imagine we leave something behind we don't need, and notice that we're always shedding something in our practice. So really gather up all the benefits, quiet, calm energy, hold on to that, come up to your comfortable seat with your eyes closed or soft, and let your hands make your way to heart center. And then together we'll inhale, and then exhale, bow to honor yourself. Inhale comes to third eye center, feeling gratitude for ourselves, for each other, and for the practice. We say namaste. Thank you, everyone. Good to see you. Hope you all enjoy your week. 60-degree weather, long awaited. Probably going to be followed up by 30-degree weather. I'm just imagining. I'm sure.